Currently, we're making a stop here in Mojave, California. We're going to visit the site of a quadruple murder that is still unsolved at the recording of this video. If you've never been to Mojave, California, well, don't come, because there's nothing really to come out here for. Mojave, California sits about 50 miles east of Bakersfield over there, and it's about 100 miles north of Los Angeles over there. And over there is where the murders occurred. Let's talk about it real quick. On April 30th of 2023, it was around 11:20 p.m. when 911 received several calls of multiple shots fired in this very location on the 15,000 block of H Street. So Kern County Sheriff's deputies arrive on this site to a rather gruesome scene. Multiple people shot. By the time paramedics came, 3 of the people had already been declared dead. It was 31-year-old Darius Trayvon Canada, 34-year-old Anna Marie Hester, and 33-year-old Martina Barraza. Now, there was a 4th female that was shot. She was taken to the hospital where she would later succumb to her injuries. She was 20 years old. Her name was Faith Leanne Rose Asbury. Now, on the news report, it described that they were all killed in some kind of a trailer home. Now, in news clips, you can see that what once was an RV, well, it was an RV. Now it's just a burnt out shell of what once was that RV. So I don't know if they mean that they were living in the trailer RV or an actual trailer, but this is the only thing that I would see that people would possibly live in, or they could have been living in this. This is a trailer. I don't see anything else out here. So you can see that all of the murdered people's possessions they've just been kind of ransacked, and you can see this would have been their dresser. So yeah, this looks like this was where one of them lived. They lived in this trailer, so this would have been the spot where one of them lived. And so probably one of them lived over here, and then one of them or 2 of them lived over there. So you can see their bedding, just different possessions. This is what you see here is just a bunch of dead people's things. Let's see. So fly high, my friends. And then that is just a burnt out nothing. So you can see right here, there was a memorial that was made in their memory. You can see the white crosses right there. And someone wrote right here, "Forever mine, Martina." So this would be the crosses. And then, yeah, that is all of them. Now, this murder did happen about 10 months ago, but the sun out here has probably faded the pictures away. And we got some candles right here. Thank you, I got to love you, luckier I am for it. Kimmer. Okay. So we're in Mojave, California, population about 4,500 people. You had 4 people living on this property. You had some in that trailer, some in this RV. I don't know who set the RV on fire. Somebody came and burned it down. Could it have been the person or persons responsible for this quadruple murder? It's still unsolved. It's still unsolved. Nobody's talking. Now, the sheriff's office, homicide investigators, they do have, I'm pretty sure they have a feeling on who is responsible for this. And they did say that 12 hours earlier, there was a person that was shot right down the street from where we are right now. And they said that that shooting is related to this one. So they're very tight-lipped about why they were killed, the reason. I mean, let's just say what it is. You know, you got 4 people living in a trailer and an RV in the middle of the desert. I mean, more than likely somebody's doing something, street activity, and not saying that everybody that was murdered was involved in that. This could be just an example of somebody was targeted, and then the other 3, they were just, you know, at the wrong place at the wrong time. Not really sure. I'm surprised nobody's came here to clean this stuff up. I mean, their possessions are just here. Shoes they wore, clothes they wore, cups, utensils, I see. Yeah, one of the more unusual places to live in a semi-trailer. You gotta think, if you're living in a trailer and you're cutting out windows for ventilation and you're living in this in the summer, you got to imagine that drugs are involved in some form or fashion. So one of the neighbors in this area that was interviewed for the show, the news broadcast, said that this area is pretty quiet. So this isn't something that happens all the time. You know, you usually have miscellaneous theft. You know, you got a lot of drugs out here. I mean, a desert community in the middle of nothing, no one's gonna want to live in that kind of environment, and unless they're either older or they're on drugs. I mean, you do have an airport very close by, so there's plenty of people that live in Mojave that you know, have jobs. So I'm not trying to paint a broad brush on people that live out here, but you know, you got a lot of fringe people that live in places such as this. You know, you're just living in a trailer. I don't see any air conditioning. Maybe there was, who knows? Let's take a look over here. I didn't really get a chance to look. I'm pretty sure everything of value is already long gone. See, you have some propane tanks right there, so that tells me that they didn't have much of a source when it comes to heat. They were probably keeping warm with those propane tanks. And then you have this bed right here, and then you're going up. This is how they would get up when they lived in the trailer. They would walk right here. God don't like something looks like you're effed. I don't know if that's a message for the murder victims, but you can see somebody wrote "Rest in peace, Darius" right here. I can still smell that burnt smell. Wow. Just kind of looking around, I'm at a loss for words right now. It's pretty rare that I see, you know, crime scenes like this where, yeah. Take one more look in this trailer. Oh, I didn't even see there were steps right there. So this was where some of the bodies would have been found. I'm looking for any kind of blood splatter. Let's climb up in here and get a better, closer view. It just smells dank in here, that's it. I don't know how many of the bodies were actually found in this trailer, but that's some kind of gang graffiti or something. So yeah, I don't see any. You know, when I do videos like this, I'm just kind of like looking for yeah, if anybody's living in here, this is definitely drugs. You know, it just was. There's some artwork right here. I don't see any any blood splatter. Now, they're not saying how they were killed. They didn't say whether they were shot or stabbed, but of course people, you know, they said the gunshots, but the police didn't want to say how they were killed. But obviously the people calling 911 have already pretty much told us. Okay, well, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna hit the road. I just when I seen this story, I definitely had to come by and check it out for myself. You know how I go. So anyways, let me get out of here before somebody that doesn't take too kindly to amateur investigators coming by and bringing this story to light. All right, so I'm out of here. Guys, there's a $10,000 reward for this information leading to the arrest of the person or persons responsible for this quadruple homicide. If you have any information, contact Kern County Sheriff's Office, 661-861-3110. And you can also contact Secret Witness, 661-322-4040, $10,000 reward leading to the capture. $10,000, you could literally turn your life around. Lamont at large. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.